इधर
वो
मैं
तो योगेश बताएगा।
हाँ
योगेश बताएगा, योगेश।
हाँ
सर मैं आप लोगों को थोड़ी सिखा सकता हूँ, आपसे सीखना है।
योगेश का तो इतना सुन लिया मैंने। आई होप कोई पुरानी चीज ना बताएगा, नई चीज सीखेंगे भैया। नहीं, आई टेल यू, एक प्रीतम और एक योगेश, टू पीपल हैव रियली कम अप एंड वेरी हैप्पी एंड प्राउड ऑफ देम, समझे ना। अभी मेरे को टाइम आता था कि योगेश को होता था तुम ये गलत कर रहा है, वो गलत कर रहा है, और आज मुझे उससे कुछ सीखना पड़ रहा है। हाँ
देवांग भाई, we will start now. सर ने एक बार परमिशन ले ली।
Yes, Ravi Shankar sir, shall we? Jyoti sir,
कौन कोऑर्डिनेट करे?
Devang.
દેવાંગ.
ઓકે, આઈ થિંક દેવાંગ, રવિ સર આવી જાય એટલે યુ કેન સ્ટાર્ટ.
Okay.
અર્પિતભાઈ તો આવી ગયા છે.
રવિ સર પણ આવી ગયા છે કાકા.
ઓકે.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So we'll start the meeting. I, JC Devang Shah, President 2021, JCI Nadiad, call this multi-loan first ever JCI Active Citizen Framework to order. For invocation of JCI values followed by mission, I request JC Apurva Rawal for the same, and I request dignitaries to raise their right hand up to their shoulder mark.
We believe that faith in God gives meaning and purpose to human life, that the brotherhood of man transcends sovereignty of nation, that economic justice can best be won by, that government should be of those rather than of.
Her great treasures lies in human personality, and that
And
service
service
to
to humanity is the best work of
life.
life. Thank you.
JCI mission to provide development opportunities and empower young people to create positive change. And Jai Hind, Jai Jai. Thank you, JC Apurva Rawal. Now, to welcome the dignitaries for the session, I request JC Kinnari Haryani for the same.
Thank you, Chairman. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. On the occasion of Mother's Day, my best regard and respect to all the mothers. Knowledge is the mother of success. So, on this occasion where we are together here for the learning journey of JCI, so it's my pleasure to welcome today's keynote speaker, JCI India's most respectable leader, PNP JCI Senator Ravi Shankar sir. I welcome our chief guest, our beloved Zone President of Zone 8, JC Dr. Darshan Marjadi. I welcome Power Pack and most energetic international leader and JCI trainer, JC Yogesh Chandak sir. A warm welcome to our past and current national and zone officers in this webinar. I welcome JJ, JCRATE and JCI member in this first ever JCI Action Framework webinar, where you can learn to guide for planning, community action, developing a global mindset, creating innovative business opportunities, and growing as an individual. On behalf of 7 Wonders team, Evergreen JFE, Disha Soni, President of JCI Anand Town, always available JC HGF Dr. Deepal Patel, President of JCI Vallavidhyanagar, Compose and Calm, Kush Rathod, President of JCI Anand Town, dedicated and disciplined JC Devang Shah from JCI Nadiad, tenacious and talented JC Tushar Shah, and excellent orator JC Akash Rawal from JCI Vadodara Sanskari Nagari, along with JCI Baroda Alkapuri. We welcome you on this first ever webinar on JCI Action Framework. Over to you, Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you very much, JC Kinnari Haryani, for warm welcome to key dignitaries on JCI Action Framework. Moving forward, I invite J.C. Kush Rathod for the introduction of today's keynote speaker, PNP JCI Senator Ravi Shankar sir. Kush Rathod.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Chairman. Today, I am going to introduce who passed MBA with LLB. He is joined in 1986 in JCI Sivaganga. He got the post of Zone President in 1993 and achieved Outstanding Zone President of India. He got the post of National President in 1999 and JCI India was awarded as Outstanding Norm of World in World Congress. He also assigned as JCI Vice President to Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, Singapore, Vanuatu, Guam in 2000. He also appointed as JCI World Treasurer in 2002. He also got Administrative Committee Chairman of JCI India. His spouse name is Yamuna and blessed with daughter Sonia. Currently, he is practicing lawyer in the Supreme Court of India with an expertise in the field of international and domestic arbitration and contract dispute. I heartily welcome past National President, JCI Senator Ravi Shankar sir. We welcome sir. Thank you. Over to Chairman.
Good morning and welcome Ravi Shankar sir. Thank you, J.C. Kush Rathod, for warm welcome to our keynote speaker, J.C. Ravi Shankar sir. Now, I'd like to invite J.C. Dipal Patel for the introduction of our today's chief guest, our beloved zone president, J.C. Darshan Malsari sir. J.C. Dipal Patel.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you. Today I am going to introduce who joined JCI Surat in 2015. After serving different positions in his loam, he became president in 2018. He became zone vice president in 2019 and zone director training in 2020. With his excellent service to organization, he awarded outstanding new member in 2015. Also awarded outstanding loam officer in the year 2016. Awarded outstanding loam president award in zone 8 in ZoneCon 2018 and awarded outstanding zone vice president in 2019. By profession, he is senior assistant professor, also having PhD in environment biology. With his innovative experiment skill, he awarded International Scientist in 2020. He happily married Krishna Babi and blessed with son Yatharth. Let's welcome our today's chief guest and our beloved zone president, J.C. Dr. Darshan Marjadi sir.
Welcome, J.C. Dr. Darshan Marjadi sir. Thank you, J.C. Dipal Patel, for warm welcome to our today's chief guest. Moving further, now I'd like to invite J.C. Disha Soni for the introduction of our today's trainer, energetic ever, J.C. Yogesh Chandal sir. Please, J.C. Disha Soni.
Thank you, Chairman. Today, I am going to talk about a person who started his JCI journey in 2003 from JCI Kota. He kept on achieving his goals step by step. He became president in 2008 and inducted 60 new members, which itself is a great achievement, and also hosted ABLE from year 2011. He was JCI Training Commissioner of Asia Pacific region till 2014. He became president of Zone 5 in the same year and was awarded by outstanding president and participate of official training seminar of JCI India in Mysore. Since 2018 till 2020, he was member of JCI India International Project licensing committee, and in this year 2021 he is member of JCI India Training Police Formation Committee. As a trainer, he is certified national trainer at Seawood World Congress. In New Delhi, also he was first JCI certified ITF trainer in North India in 2017. He was honored by JCI Nepal, where chief guest was Honorable Prime Minister of Nepal government in their National Convention for Continuous Service to the NOM since 2010. He is certified as NLP basic practitioner and has conducted more than 150 times the JCI official and recommended courses across the globe. He has logged more than 5,000 hours of training to more than 25,000 people in 46 countries and more than 85 nationalists, and since 2005 with more than 2,000 hours of training in overseas countries. He is confirmed as JCI Senator with rank 70620 in year 2011. He is the only trainer to be selected for official conducting JCI Impact and JCI Impact Trainer course for the very first time in year 2012 at JCI World Congress in Taipei in Taiwan. Apart from JCI career, he is chartered accountant and also hold degree of MBA. Moreover, he has conducted many programs for corporate and government department. He is happily married to Kiran Chandak and proud father of two daughters, Komal and Urvashi. He is none other than JCA Yogesh Chandak sir. Put your hands together for our today's trainer. We will welcome you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, Yogesh sir.
Over to Chairman.
Thank you very much, JC Lisa Soni, for an introduction of our today's trainer. Moving further, now I would like to invite our beloved zone president and today's chief guest, JC Darshan Manjari sir, for his blessings.
Thank you very much, Chairman JC Devang Shah, President of remaining 6 LOM, keynote speaker, past national president, respected Ravi Shankar sir, today's trainer, JC Yogesh Chandak sir, past national president, JC Arpit Hathi sir, leaders of JCs of Gujarat, respected Sanjay Kaka, current and past national and zone officer, JCs, JC Rate. Very good morning, one and all. Friends, it's a wonderful thing that 7 LOMs came up together and they try to organize in this particular pandemic situation a very effective topic that is known as a action framework. Friends, what is action framework? What we are supposed to do? That will be definitely going to discuss with you by the Yogesh sir. But as a true JC, as a thorough JC, it's our moral responsibility that we should work in this particular situation. Friends, it is our duty to promote a vaccination drive. Friends, it is our duty to promote a social distancing. Friends, our duty to promote that we should follow a sanitization properly. And as a real JC, we are doing this activity. But I urge all of you on this particular occasion that as many as people to try to promote and try to motivate for this particular phenomena, and one day we'll definitely free from this particular pandemic situation. Friends, wishing you all the very best. Try to utilize this particular training program for a maximum learning and spread the awareness to the maximum people. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai JC.
Thank you very much, Zone President Darshan Vajabi sir for your motivational words. We really tried to apply the things what you have said. Thank you, sir. Now, friends, what we are waiting for, I would like to invite our keynote speaker, past National President, GCI Senator, Ravi Shankar, sir.
Thank you, Chairman Devang, for the opportunity. Very distinguished Zone President Devang, VIPs present here, past National President Arvind Hathi, and the advisor of Zone Sanjay Mankad, the senior JC from Kolkata, Sunil Sopti, the ace trainer of JC India, Nirmal Parekh. I see many important people here, and I am also seeing the wonderful trainer Yogesh Chandak and the past EVP Anshu Sharaf, every one of you here. This really shows JCI members don't bother about the age or position when there is an opportunity for learning. So we should all means even the young guys who introduce me like Kush or anybody, the young ones should learn this from the seniors. They are all examples. They are all leaving their work and coming here and participating in this program because they think it is a learning opportunity. Friends, many of you may not know about JCI framework, which will be a very, very interesting topic. And Yogesh Chandak is the fitting trainer to do that because he was involved by JCI right from the beginning in designing and developing these kind of JCI programs. I have special interest for this program because, in my opinion, if all the chapters of India are going to implement JCI action framework in their chapters and do the projects and programs as it is provided in those tools, I am sure JCI India will become a problem solver of the country. I should go back to one of the programs which I attended in your own zone, organized by JCI Anand, providing benches and tables to the school students, which was started in a small scale for organizing those facilities for government school poor students, which got expanded so much because they contacted the government for permissions. Government came forward to support. Then they approached the private parties, donors, who were keen in supporting the mission of poor people, poor children who are studying these schools without facilities. Finally, it became almost like a crore value of project, which was not even visualized at that point of time. So friends, there is a big opportunity lying everywhere. But many of our chapters think small things, do small projects. And this is the time. We have to forget the number of projects. Go for bigger projects. Strain yourself as much as possible. It is not easy to do a big project, but Yogesh will tell you how it can happen. And the way in which you are going to implement this program, you are going to learn, will have a relevance in your life as well. Never JC learning is only for JC learning. It will have an impact in the way in which you think, in the way in which you are going to visualize your, not only the chapter projects, which way you are going to project your own business, project your own profession. Wherever you are going, you will know the tricks of doing bigger things from today. So I am sure at the end of the day, Yogesh Chandak will leave you with a wonderful tool which will change your lives. So be there till the end of it. Enjoy it. I am sure today is a turning point in all your lives. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Darshan, by organizing this program and all the chapters under the guidance of Sanjay ji, Arpit ji and all. You have done a great work for JCI. Thank you so much. All the best to all of you. Have a great Sunday. Be safe. Be in home. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the motivational words, Ravi Shankar sir. Definitely, this is the time to be at home and to gain this kind of an opportunity through such online platform while getting the benefits and having all these great personalities over here. So definitely we grab this opportunity, and on behalf of all JCI members, we welcome you. This is Ravi Shankar sir. Hereby, I recognize the presence of past National President J.C. Arpit Hadi sir. I recognize the presence of leaders of Gujarat, J.C. Sanjay Makhad sir. I recognize the presence of past National Governing Board member J.C. Sunil Sopti sir. I recognize the presence of J.C. Anand Balucha sir. I recognize the presence of J.C. Kandar Prajal sir. I recognize the presence of J.C. Nirmal Parekh sir. I recognize the presence of GCHGF Vaishali Shah. Moving further, now it's a time for the reason why we all are over here. I now not taking much of your time. I like to give the floor to our today's trainer, JC Yogesh Tandon sir. Yogesh sir, please, floor is yours, sir.
Thank you very much, Chairman Devang Bhai. Respected Chairman of today's webinar, Devang Shah. Chief Guest, Zone President Darshan Bhai. Keynote Speaker, Head of our family, taking always care of me, past National President Ravi Sir. Past National President Arpit Bhai, Sanjay Kaka. Hope you are doing good, sir. Recovering. And always giving me blessings by calling me. I should confess that I don't call him, he calls me at least once a month. Sunil Sopti sir from Calcutta for being here. Nirmal sir, past TVP Anshu Saraf, and fellow LOM presidents who came forward to organize, and especially Kinnari Haryani. She called me and she gave me this challenge, sir, we want to do this action framework. And somehow there was no material on board, but some guidelines by JCI, and based on that I have prepared this course, and this is the first ever time I think in JCI that a training course on JCI action framework shall be conducted. हम पहला प्रयास कर रहे हैं. Definitely आप लोगों ने JCI impact course attend किया होगा, जो JCI का एक official course है, and Impact talks more about active citizenship and talking about projects. But JCI Action Framework is one step ahead of that. It talks only about projects. Active citizen तो हम हैं. अब तक JCI ने आप सबको active citizenship दी है, but now they say it's time to take action. And because of the pandemic period, और ज़्यादा हमें focused action लेना पड़ेगा. And I will try to justify what Ravi sir has said, that definitely we will have some tools and ideas and vision how to really create impactful projects, how to take local action but make a global impact. So definitely we'll move ahead with that. So it's an extended version of JCI Impact course. तो आपको कुछ ऐसा लगेगा कि शायद आपको ये information पता थी. You might be knowing some of the information because it's an extended version of JCI Impact. So let me share the screen before we really start the course. Okay, let's see the JCI Action Framework. It discusses about projects for sustainable solutions to community challenges. तो मेरा सबसे पहला सवाल आप सबके लिए है कि जितने भी पार्टिसिपेंट्स यहाँ हैं वो फ्लायर्स को, प्रमोशन को बहुत कुछ देख के यहाँ पे आए हैं. तो उसमें बहुत कुछ लिखा है. उस फ्लायर्स में सबके फोटोग्राफ्स भी हैं और लिखा है कि फर्स्ट एवर टाइम इन JCI हिस्ट्री वी आर डूइंग दिस वेबिनार. लेट मी पुट अ डिस्क्लेमर. इस तरह की जो ट्रेनिंग्स होती हैं दैट इज मोर इम्पैक्टफुल फिजिकली. व्हाई फिजिकली? बिकॉज we make you to really work on the projects then and there in the physical training. But that will not be possible in doing a webinar. So I'll be sharing the insights of how you can really work, brainstorm in your GA meetings in your LOM and come out with beautiful projects, impactful projects, which can really make impact in your local communities where your local organization is functioning. So we will not focus on doing teamwork or doing giving presentations so that we can improve. Hi, हमने ये कैसे करना है? But still, I have a question which you can share in the chat box about this. Why did you choose to attend this JCI Action Framework? You can write down in the chat box so everyone can read it. Why did you choose to attend the JCI Action Framework training? Learning attitude, that's fine. But why only Action Framework? Let's focus our discussion on Action Framework. Betterment of locality, give best to the society. Okay. What to do for the society? That's a big question. Good. Exact idea of doing project and execute perfectly, add value, learn the system of doing projects, know how it differs from active citizenship framework, focus on actual working, understand the situation and do best for the society, create impact with the work we carry. Serving the JCI society through the contours of JCI framework. Okay. Work for humanity is the best way. Local issues solving. चलिए बहुत अच्छी बात है. तो we have many answers. We have discussion ये है कि हम सोसाइटी को सर्व करना चाहते हैं, कम्युनिटी को सर्व करना चाहते हैं, कुछ प्रोजेक्ट्स करना चाहते हैं जिससे हम पॉजिटिव ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन लेके आए, जो हमारा मिशन कहता है टू प्रोवाइड डेवलपमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज दैट एम्पावर यंग पीपल टू क्रिएट दैट पॉजिटिव चेंज. सो वी आर समवेयर टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट पॉजिटिव चेंज व्हिच रियली क्रिएट्स एन इम्पैक्ट. सो यू आर हियर बिकॉज यू हैव अ स्ट्रॉन्ग कमिटमेंट टुवर्ड्स द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. आप सबने अपना कमिटमेंट दिया है, आप टाइम, मनी, एनर्जी सब कुछ दे रहे हैं. Even in this pandemic period, you are ready to work, you are ready to serve, you are ready to provide services to your local communities and to your local organization. You feel the responsibility. आप सबने ये responsibility अपने कंधों पे ले रखी है. You feel the responsibility on your shoulders that yes, I have to do something. Yes, we have to do something and really bring our country, our local organizations, our local communities, our city, town, villages out of this pandemic. So we feel this responsibility and we are ready to take action. That is why we are here. Let us listen to this video of Ban Ki-moon, the former UN Secretary General.
As young leaders, you hold the key to solving some of the most pressing challenge of our times.
In every community, there is an opportunity to put the MDGs to work. And so I would urge you to think first close to home, to see what you can do to analyze those goals and to select one or two, maybe at most three that apply most particularly to your home situation and target that and join forces with other responsible groups in your community to raise awareness and raise funds to take action.
Often I'm asked the question, what should we young people do to become good global citizens? And I always tell them, begin in your community, begin at your university, begin in your own little town. If you see something wrong that you want to do something about, organize yourself with friends and take it on. It doesn't have to be something very big.
United Nations and JCI share a long history of partnership at many levels, from headquarters to the grassroots. Let's work together. We are natural ally together. We are united by the shared objectives. And this is what I ask you.
Okay, so question is, what was the key message in this video? You can again share it in the chat box. What was the key message in this short video where 3 persons are talking, for 2 former UN Secretary Generals and 1 UN advisor, Gillian Sorensen, Kofi Annan, Ban Ki-moon. क्या important message दे रहे हैं वो हमें? You can write it in the chat box. Do whatever you can, okay? Work in your local community, near you. Find work near your home. Young generation provides service to the community, very good. It's about our surroundings. Okay. To focus and find goals near your locality so that you can serve better. Very nice, Nisha. I will share what are the key messages of this video. As young leaders, JCI members hold the key to solving some of the most oppressing challenges of our times. Now see, it is applicable even today, even then in this pandemic, this is the most oppressing challenge which we are facing, the COVID-19 pandemic. ये भी एक बहुत बड़ी विपदा है जो हमारे ऊपर आई है और इसमें भी as young leaders we hold the key. What she said, select 1, 2 or maybe at the most 3 SDGs. ये वीडियो तब का है जब MDGs applicable थे 2015 तक, लेकिन it is applicable today because United Nations has changed from MDGs to SDGs. So we have to select 1, 2 or maximum 3 that most particularly applied to your home situation. मतलब आपके आसपास जहां पे आपका लोकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सर्व कर रहा है, फंक्शन कर रहा है, जो जुरिस्डिक्शनल एरिया में काम कर रहा है, हम वहां पे 1, 2 और मैक्सिमम 3 SDGs को फोकस करें और अपना काम आगे बढ़ाएं, तभी हम इम्पैक्ट कर पाएंगे. This is what Kofi Annan says. Begin in your community, begin at your university, begin in your own little town. So let's work together. JCI and United Nations are united by shared objective. Now, what a big message he is giving. कि हमारा और United Nations का objective बिल्कुल shared है, and that is why what he is asking all of us to do. We are united by a shared objective, and this is what I ask you. So partnership always has to be based on shared values, united objectives. तभी वो partnership sustain करती है, and that is why United Nations and JCI are in partnership since last more than 60 years. And we should be feeling proud that this is the only NGO, non-profit organization in the world which is having official partnership with the United Nations. Feel that privilege, feel that proud, and really create an impact and work something in the communities based on what we are going to learn from this JCI Action Framework training. कि हम क्या कर सकते हैं कि हम अपने लोम को, अपने लोकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को, अपने नेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को, JCI इंडिया को और JCI को एक प्राउड फीलिंग दे इस पूरी दुनिया में कि यस, JCI members are the people who really do something for the communities. Civil society must always be part of the development. We cannot refrain ourselves कि this is the job of the government, this is the job of the exchequer, this is the job of the local authority, मैं क्या कर लूंगा. नहीं, अगर जब तक सिविल सोसाइटी डेवलपमेंट का पार्ट नहीं बनेगी, कोई भी कुछ नहीं कर सकता. And we as young active citizens are the most responsible people, how we must be part of the development process. I ask you, think someone in your community who is an active citizen. आपके शहर में, आपके नगर में, आपके आसपास रहने वाले लोगों में किसी ऐसे व्यक्ति का नाम याद आ रहा है आपको या ध्यान आ रहा है जो आपको लगता है एक जागरूक नागरिक है, जो वाकई में एक active citizen है? You can share in your chat box if you want. I am reading it. Think someone, कोई ऐसा व्यक्ति जो वाकई में जागरूक नागरिक, आपको लगता है कि ये है, he is doing something. Active citizen, जागरूक नागरिक. Okay, ZP sir has shared. Govind Dholakia ji from Surat, Paresh Mordana for Deepal Patel. कहीं ना कहीं आपको ध्यान आएगा कि यस, आई थिंक दैट पर्सन इज रियली अ एक्टिव सिटीजन. Now the next question comes to you is, what makes this person an active citizen? जिसके बारे में आपने सोचा, जिसका नाम आपके ध्यान में आया, जिसका चेहरा आपके ध्यान में आया, शायद नाम नहीं याद आ रहा होगा तो भी, तो आपको ऐसा क्यों लगता है कि वो एक्टिव सिटीजन? Why? What is the reason when you think that this person is a active citizen? Share that reason to me. Share that to everyone. Why do you think that that person is an active citizen? आपको ऐसा क्यों लगा कि परेश भाई, गोविंद भाई, विजय दादा, पंकज भाई, चेतन भाई, okay, Devang has shared, he is doing something for the society, okay, क्योंकि वो कुछ समाज के लिए कर रहा है तो आपको लगता है वो जागरूक नागरिक है. बहुत अच्छी बात है. Taking care of needy people. In pandemic situation, he gave away his entire farmhouse for COVID isolation center. He is talking with all age and motivate them, continuing serving for the betterment of the society. Good. He is concerned of community and willing to act on it. Very good, Arvind Bhai. Fulfill the needs of the society. He is sharing books to needy people, taking care of cleanliness, helping to the society. Very nice. So nice, so nice. Very good. आप लोग बहुत right track पे जा रहे हैं. So why we consider that person as an active citizen is because of these reasons. First of all, he was able to identify what is the need of the community. उस समाज की, उस तबके की, उन लोगों को actual need क्या है वो उसने पता किया. Then he engaged many people. He engaged the government, he engaged the local authority, he engaged the local leaders, he engaged non-profit organizations like JCI or Rotary or Lions or whatever it may be. He engaged all people living nearby that community. Then he took action. उसने action लिया और he provided a solution which has to be a sustainable solution. And a person who is able to identify the needs, engage people around him, engage stakeholders, take suitable action which is related to that need, which provides a sustainable solution, and that is why we all term him or her, that person, as a active citizen. So let us define this action framework. JCI action framework is a cyclical and iterative process that provides a roadmap for JCI members to tackle these challenges and turn them into extraordinary opportunities and sustainable solutions. JCI actions that are centered around the 4 areas of opportunity. Now, this is the pictorial image of JCI action framework, which starts from below. It starts from analyze the needs, develop a sustainable solution, execute that solution by taking action, and then keep on reviewing and evaluating yourselves कि क्या हम right track पे हैं, क्या हम off track तो नहीं हो गए, defocus तो नहीं हो गए. So we keep on doing this, keeping in mind the areas of opportunity which JCI says: individual growth, business and entrepreneurship, community action, and international cooperation. इन चारों steps को follow करते हुए हम चारों areas of opportunity को definitely touch करते जाएंगे. That is what JCI action framework talks about. The 4 areas of opportunity is international cooperation through exciting and innovative events, individual development through leadership and personal development trainings, business and entrepreneurship through flagship projects like Creative Young Entrepreneur and so on, community impact through projects anchored in economic reality through the JCI RISE. Now, RISE is another initiative last year taken by JCI because of this pandemic. We'll talk about this RISE also future in further slides. JCI RISE initiative to help sustain and rebuild economies in the face of COVID-19 pandemic, motivate the workforce through youth entrepreneurship, and promote mental health awareness. So let me just focus on the course objectives. At the end of this course, participants will be able to understand the fundamentals of action framework, be able to identify the root cause of the challenges and engage the community, take proper action to create a sustainable solution, review and evaluate the results using key performance indicators and the 4 areas of opportunity. This is what we are going to cover in this short course, just as a webinar, not actually physical. I would love to do this course as a physical because it comes out with many solutions, and every area has different challenges, different problems, which I can share later in the question answer session about how different countries or different states or different cities have different challenges and different solutions. So let's move on to the first module, which talks about analyze. Analyze is about identifying the needs, basically understanding the needs of the society, needs of the community. So let's understand this needs analysis. Why needs analysis? Because it determines the problems of the community. If the community is asked, they will feel part of the project for the future. हम लोगों को अगर साथ लेना चाहते हैं तो उन्हें उस प्रोजेक्ट का पार्ट बनाना पड़ेगा. तो उन्हें हम अगर अपना साथ देंगे तो वो अपने आप को इसका मालिक समझेंगे, तो वो उसके लिए काम करेंगे. जैसे एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में हम अपने एम्प्लॉइज को सैलरी तो देते हैं, लेकिन उनको हम अपना बना के चलते हैं कि वो उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को अपना माने. जैसे JCI लोकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में हर मेंबर को जब तक ये नहीं लगता कि ये लोकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन मेरा है, तब तक वो उसके फायदे के लिए या उसके लिए काम नहीं करता है. So let them feel the ownership of the particular challenge. Then we also do need analysis to get the support. Local organizations will need resources, support, participation, and ideas from the community itself. तो करना क्या है, करना कैसे है? So we divide it into these three parts: to do, how to do, and why to do. करना क्या है? Conduct a need analysis to deepen your understanding and to discover the root causes of your problems. We'll discuss more about the how to get to the root cause of the problem. Develop surveys, demographic data, define all your stakeholders. I'm talking about every stakeholder, means जो लोग उस area, उस community में उस challenge के लिए involved है, those are called as stakeholders, may it be direct or indirect. Interview each one, always ask why, create a photo journal, make a collage, immerse yourself in the community or experience, conduct secondary research online. This first step is vital to the success of why we are doing it. This first step is vital to the success of the whole project, because complete knowledge nahi hoga, so we will not be able to get to the root cause of the problem. We will not be able to understand the challenge being faced by the community. तो हमारा solution उनके लिए fruitful भी नहीं होगा, sustainable भी नहीं होगा और relevant भी नहीं होगा. तो हमें ऐसा need analysis करना होगा जो उनके real problem को really identify कर पाए. I'll just take a fictitious example और इस example को हम आगे तक चलाते रहेंगे और इस example से समझने की कोशिश करेंगे कि क्या हुआ, कैसे हुआ. तो this example is about JCI South City. There has been an increase of 73% in unemployment of young people aged 18 to 30 since the start of COVID-19 pandemic in South City, notably due to collapse of tourism industry, which accounted for 53% of the local economic output in 2019. The tourism boom also led to an increase in prices and pollution due to crowding in the old city and the abundance of cruise ships. It is important for the members of JCI South City to act, to make a difference and help to rebuild the industry in a more sustainable manner. Now see, this is the need analysis, a detailed need analysis कि 2019 में क्या था, कोविड-19 पैंडेमिक आया तो 2020 में क्या हुआ, कितना परसेंटेज इकोनॉमिक आउटपुट के ऊपर इम्पैक्ट था, कितना अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट बढ़ गया और हम क्या कर सकते हैं as a local organization, how as young active citizen, how the members of JCI South City can act to really make a difference in this scenario. So let us understand the cause-effect analysis. The need analysis will identify the problem. Definitely we are on the right track. We must now detect the cause. Problem है, लेकिन इस problem का कारण क्या है वो पता करना पड़ेगा. So we must detect the causes. So cause पता लगेगा तभी हम developing stage पे आएंगे. हम sustainable solution develop करने की बात यहाँ पे कर रहे हैं और sustainable solution होगा तभी हम suitable action ले पाएंगे और तभी हम इस JCI action framework को समझ पाएंगे. तो now जब develop करने की बात आती है तो क्या करना है, कैसे करना है? What to do? Design your solution. Use the research you collected in the previous step, that is the analyzing step, where you did the need analysis, to develop a project plan, define your goals, desired outcomes, and the actions to be taken. How to do this? Consult your stakeholders, analyze and find themes in your research. हमारा चेंज का थियरी हमें डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा. हमें अपने चैप्टर में, लोकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में, लोकल कम्युनिटी मीटिंग्स में, मे बी इन द टाउन हॉल्स, ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग सेशंस आइडेंटिफाई करने पड़ेंगे कि इसको हम कैसे कर सकते हैं, एंड हाउ अ बिजनेस मॉडल कैनवास आल्सो कैन बी डिजाइन्ड. ड्रॉ अ माइंड मैप, यूज प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ डिजाइन थिंकिंग, use our management skills, use our ability which we learn in so many training courses in JCI. वो सब हम यहाँ पे अगर अपना learnings implement करेंगे, so it is really application of whatever we gained from JCI as a knowledge base. That database को हमको यहाँ पे use करना पड़ेगा. Again we come to the example of JCI South City. The members of JCI South City decided to focus on remotivating the workforce by promoting Pillar 2 of JCI Rise Initiative. Pillar 2 of JCI Rise Initiative talks about workforce empowerment, unemployment. उसमें 3 पिलर हैं. एक talks about mental rejuvenation. The second one talks about this workforce empowerment. So हम Pillar 2 की बात करेंगे यहाँ पे JCI Rise के हिसाब से. Initiative and stimulating youth entrepreneurship. After consulting the local government and some of the existing partners and seniors in the organization who also work in the tourism business, the government announced that they were willing to provide grants to young entrepreneurs who will either create new businesses that promote green tourism or pivot their existing businesses to that sector. South City therefore decided to base itself on existing global and regional products and to adapt this to create its own अपना खुद का क्रिएटिव यंग एंटरप्रेन्योर प्रोग्राम उन्होंने लॉन्च किया इन कोलैबोरेशन विद 5 अदर लोकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस फ्रॉम साउथ प्रोविंस. लाइक वी हैव 7 लोकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस कोलैबोरेटिंग टुगेदर फ्रॉम जोन 8 फॉर लर्निंग JCI एक्शन फ्रेमवर्क. सो क्रिएटिव यंग एंटरप्रेन्योर प्रोग्राम भी आप लोग इंप्लीमेंट कर सकते हैं. एनकैचमेंट एरिया ऑफ 6.5 million people in similar situation, focusing on green tourism business. तो ग्रीन टूरिज्म क्या है? आजकल बहुत सारे डिसीजंस आर बेस्ड ऑन ग्रीन टूरिज्म बिजनेस. आज सुबह के दैनिक भास्कर में 2-3 चीजें बहुत अच्छी आई. द लेट कल्पना चावला, which the woman who went to the moon, belonging to India but was a resident of America. एक बार उन्होंने अपने जूते ठीक करवाने के लिए मार्केट में गई अमेरिका में. तो जूते ठीक करने के लिए उनको $12 खर्च करना पड़ा. तो उनके फादर नाराज हुए कि आप नए जूते $5 में खर्च ला सकते थे, $60 में ला सकते थे, आपने $12 क्यों खर्च किए? तो द रिप्लाई विच कल्पना चावला gave was amazing. She said, if I buy a new pair of shoes again today, एक जानवर की जान जाएगी. एक one animal is going to get killed because that shoe will be made of leather, animal leather. So it is better to repair the old one and save that animal. So a lot of decisions nowadays are being taken on this green tourism. Even in this COVID pandemic, New York में एक restaurant है, it's called one of the most premium restaurant of the world, Madison Square में कहीं तो भी है, उसका नाम I am not getting it clearly, but it's Madison Square. It is very much famous for non-vegetarian food, seafood and all those stuff. And last year due to pandemic it was closed. The normal lunch or dinner cost for per person in that restaurant is Indian rupees में 24,705 रुपया. That's the premium cost which they are charging. Very high cost. After they opened themselves up after the COVID pandemic, they have shifted and they have taken a decision to charge the same money, but now they are shifted entirely from non-vegetarian to vegetarian food. Why kill animals? Why take seafood into our possession and kill the fishes or the lobsters or the prawns? They have now entirely shifted to vegetarian. They are now saying that we are doing business of leaves. We use leaves and other stuff which provide, though it is very difficult, that is what they say. तो ग्रीन टूरिज्म बिजनेस को प्रमोट करने के डिसीजंस होने लग गए हैं, तो हमें भी ये ग्रीन टूरिज्म पे फोकस करना चाहिए, ऐसा ये एग्जांपल बताता है. So let us have one more example of really evaluating and really coming out with solution. So let me give you one more example of JCI Active Citizenship Framework, which comes very relevant over here of understanding the JCI Action Framework. एक problem identify हुई एक city में कि there is a problem that there is inefficient emergency services in the hospital for accidents happen. तो problem थी कि हॉस्पिटल के इमरजेंसी वार्ड में सर्विसेज अच्छी नहीं है, इनएफिशिएंट है. शायद वहां पे मैन पावर नहीं है, शायद वहां पे इक्विपमेंट्स नहीं है, शायद लाइफ सेविंग इक्विपमेंट्स नहीं है, या इमरजेंसी ओपीडी नहीं है, कुछ तो भी ऐसा है. ये चैलेंज सामने आया. विदाउट एनालिसिस अगर हम प्रोजेक्ट करते तो प्रोजेक्ट फोकस हो जाता पब्लिक कैंपेन टू हैव मोर मैन पावर ओवर देयर, या रिसोर्सेज ढूंढ लो कि कहीं पे इमरजेंसी हुआ तो एम्बुलेंस होना चाहिए और एम्बुलेंस इमरजेंसी में सबको इमरजेंसी ओपीडी में उस हॉस्पिटल में लेके आ जाए. एंड दैट इज व्हाई यू माइट बी सीइंग लॉट ऑफ एम्बुलेंसेस अक्रॉस द ग्लोब आर बीइंग financed and provided by JCI local organizations, because there was no analysis for in the previous years. But now we learn to have real analysis. Without analysis, project could have focused on this aspect. So working to solve the effect will never ever eliminate the problem, because the cause is still existing. The cause अभी भी जिंदा है कि inefficient services है, तो हम क्या करें? So we have to really eliminate the cause. It's like आपके दांत में दर्द है and you go to a dentist and he says take this painkiller. You take the painkiller and get yourself relief for the next 24 hours. But 24 hours के बाद में वापस से पेन आ गया. आप फिर से डॉक्टर के पास गए, उसने कहा एक दिन और ले लीजिए. आपने फिर एक दिन और ले लिया, फिर भी पेन गया नहीं. थर्ड डे जब आप उसके पास गए 2 दिन के दर्द के बाद में, तो आप डॉक्टर से क्या कहेंगे? हम कहेंगे कि डॉक्टर साहब ये दर्द बार बार हो रहा है, डू समथिंग परमानेंट, मेरा इसका परमानेंट सॉल्यूशन ढूंढिए. दैट मींस यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अ सस्टेनेबल सॉल्यूशन फ्रॉम द डॉक्टर. तो हम सस्टेनेबल सॉल्यूशन चाहते हैं एक डॉक्टर से हमारी बीमारी का. तब वो उसको क्रिटिकली डीप एनालिसिस करेगा और पता लगा कि आपके दांत का दर्द कोई साधारण नहीं है, शायद आपको रूट कैनाल ट्रीटमेंट की जरूरत है. सो अर्लियर आपको दर्द था, वो एक सिम्टम था उस डिजीज का जो रूट कैनाल ट्रीटमेंट से रिजॉल्व होने वाली है. तो द डॉक्टर वाज वर्किंग ऑन द सिम्टम, दैट वाज द इफेक्ट उस रूट कैनाल ट्रीटमेंट नहीं होने का. तो इफेक्ट से उसने पेन किलर दिया, बट दैट इज नॉट अ सस्टेनेबल सॉल्यूशन, दैट इज ओनली अ सॉल्यूशन फॉर 24 आवर्स. सो नाउ he identified the root cause and now he will work to resolve the problem and eliminate the root cause. So we have to work for the cause, otherwise the cause will keep on existing. So let us understand this analysis कि inefficient emergency services for accidents जो है ये एक challenge है, ये एक problem है. तो इसको हमको कैसे resolve करना है using the action framework theory. So problem detected was this. So first ask why. This why is very important in the JCI golden circle. We first understand the why, then we understand how, and then we do what we have to. So why, how, and what. Why is identifying the reason, the purpose. How is our mission. Whatever we do, our mission has to be fulfilled. We provide development opportunities that empower young people, create positive change. So that is how, and then what we do. So just asking why, आपको पता लगा रीजन, वन ऑफ द रीजन में भी लैक ऑफ पर्सनल एंड इक्विपमेंट फॉर ट्रैफिक एक्सीडेंट्स. यू अगेन आस्क व्हाई, कि मैन पावर कम क्यों है, या एम्बुलेंसेस कम क्यों है, या इक्विपमेंट्स कम क्यों है. तो पता लगा कि नंबर ऑफ एक्सीडेंट्स ज्यादा होने लग गए विथ पेडेस्ट्रियंस. दैट वाज अ स्पेसिफिक केस स्टडी इन JCI पैराग्वे, द लैटिन अमेरिकन कंट्री. उसके बेस पे ये बनाया गया है. सो इट्स अ रियल लाइफ स्टोरी, real life active citizenship framework case study which I am sharing with you over here. So JCI Paraguay ने ये implement किया था and they really came out with good results, and that is why active citizenship framework and action framework becomes very popular and relevant in these scenarios. तो पता लगा reason, number of accidents with pedestrians increased. तो central problem ये निकल के आया. The basic problem जो थी सबसे गहराई में जाने के बाद, कि मेन प्रॉब्लम है कि एक्सीडेंट्स बढ़ गए हैं, और वो भी उनके साथ जो लोग पैदल चलते हैं स्ट्रीट्स पे. तो लैक ऑफ पर्सनल एंड इक्विपमेंट उस प्रॉब्लम का एक इफेक्ट था, और इनएफिशिएंट सर्विसेज उस प्रॉब्लम का एक इफेक्ट नंबर 2 था। तो प्रॉब्लम कुछ और थी, उसके इफेक्ट्स पे हम काम कर रहे थे अभी तक। यू अगेन आस्क व्हाई, कि एक्सीडेंट क्यों बढ़ गए, क्या रीजन है एक्सीडेंट बढ़ने का? तो सामने आया रीजन, सर्वे किया तो, कि पेडेस्ट्रियंस जो है, जो पैदल चलने वाले लोग हैं, दे डोंट क्रॉस द स्ट्रीट्स इन द सेफ्टी जोन। वो मनमर्जी जगह से कहीं से भी रोड क्रॉस करते हैं, तो ये एक कॉज है, क्योंकि उनका शायद नॉलेज नहीं है या जो भी रीजन है। तो अगेन यू आस्क व्हाई, कि ऐसा क्यों है कि पेडेस्ट्रियंस रोड पे जैसे इंडिया में होता है, हम कहीं से भी रोड क्रॉस करने की कोशिश करते हैं, बट व्हेन यू गो टू डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज यू सी दैट दे ओनली क्रॉस द रोड्स ऑन द जेब्रा क्रॉसिंग। तो रीजन सामने आया, लैक ऑफ नॉलेज एंड एडिक्वेट साइन बोर्ड्स। तो लोगों को जानकारी नहीं है, नॉलेज नहीं है, और साइन बोर्ड्स भी नहीं है एडिक्वेट कि आपको यहाँ पे क्रॉस करना है। सो देयर वाज कॉज लेवल 1, कॉज लेवल 2। यू अगेन आस्क व्हाई, कि जानकारियां क्यों नहीं है? तो प्रोजेक्ट निकल के आया, न्यू साइंस एंड कैंपेन्स टू एजुकेट पेडेस्ट्रियंस एंड ड्राइवर्स। तो व्हाट वाज द प्रोजेक्ट? साइन बोर्ड्स लगाइए, रोड शो कीजिए, कैंपेन कीजिए, पेडेस्ट्रियंस को एजुकेट कीजिए, और जो गाड़ियां चला रहे हैं उस रोड पे उन ड्राइवर्स को भी एजुकेट कीजिए कि पेडेस्ट्रियंस चल रहे हैं, प्लीज रिस्पेक्ट, पैदल चलने वालों का हम रिस्पेक्ट करें। नाउ लुक एट दिस एनालिसिस, इफेक्ट्स 1-2 लेवल, central problem, cause 1-2 level, and then you come out with a project. The project aimed to eliminate the cause. Cause को eliminate करने वाला project क्या था? New signs and campaigns to educate pedestrians and drivers has little to do with the problem detected. Problem क्या detect करी थी आपने शुरुआत में? Inefficient emergency services for accidents. अब इनका आपस में कोई connection ही नहीं. So you have to keep asking why. And stop when action will reduce the effect or eliminate the cause, or when the local organization reach the limit of ability to act. हमारे भी एक limitation है, हम उसके beyond काम नहीं कर सकते. So a local organization का जो limitation है, वहां तक हम उसका analysis कर सकते हैं. So always try to reduce the effect, or if possible eliminate the cause in its entirety. That should be our रियल डेवलपमेंट. तो एनालाइज हो गया, हमने डेवलप कर लिया, कि हमने आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया कि रियली प्रोजेक्ट क्या करना है. सो नाउ इट्स टाइम टू एग्जीक्यूट द थर्ड मॉड्यूल. वी आर हियर टू टेक एक्शन. एक्शन लेने के लिए क्या करना है? एग्जीक्यूट योर प्रोजेक्ट प्लान, मोबिलाइज योर रिसोर्सेज, एंगेज योर पार्टनर्स एंड रियली टेक एक्शन. कैसे करना है? वी हैव टू बी वेरी क्लियर इन आइडेंटिफाइंग द कम्युनिटी. कम्युनिकेशन पूरा होना चाहिए, हम सबको बिजी रखना चाहिए. योर टीममेट्स अकाउंटेबल फॉर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज. टेस्ट योर सॉल्यूशन, हमें पहले एक टेस्ट ड्राइव कर लेना चाहिए ताकि कभी कुछ गड़बड़ ना हो जाए. एंड वी शुड बी फ्लेक्सिबल टू एक्सेप्ट द मोडालिटीज एंड एक्सेप्ट द चेंजेस एंड गेट द फीडबैक फ्रॉम द पीपल, एंड ऑलवेज ट्रैक द रिजल्ट्स अंडर द इम्प्लीमेंटेशन प्रोसेस. तो इम्प्लीमेंटेशन प्रोसेस को रेगुलरली मॉनिटर करना है, बहुत ध्यान से मॉनिटर करते हुए आगे बढ़ना पड़ेगा. दिस इज हाउ टू डू एंड व्हाट टू डू. अगेन वी कम टू द एग्जांपल ऑफ JCI साउथ सिटी. एज फार एज एग्जीक्यूशन पे आता है, तो द साउथ प्रोविंस प्रोवाइडेड कैश अवार्ड्स इन द फॉर्म ऑफ $1 lakh startup or business transformation grants for the winner and top 2 runners-up. They also gathered $50,000 in corporate sponsorships from various partners, notably the South City Banking Corporation, thanks to a partnership with the South City Chamber of Commerce, affiliated to International Chamber of Commerce. They got strong media connections and visibility. Naam bhi bahut ho gaya. Thanks to this, 156 young entrepreneurs applied, and after a strong event in the presence of Premier of South Province and the President of Southern Federation, a winner and 2 runner-ups were chosen. So you can, ये क्रिएटिव यंग एंटरप्रेन्योर अवार्ड और उसका प्रोग्राम लॉन्च किया JCI साउथ सिटी ने, बैंक को साथ में लिया, चेंबर ऑफ कॉमर्स को साथ में लिया, और जब स्टार्टअप्स आने लगे उनके लिए कैश अवार्ड्स और ग्रांट्स दी, एंड लॉट ऑफ पीपल अप्लाइड विद इनोवेटिव प्रोजेक्ट्स, इनोवेटिव आइडियाज, एंड JCI को बिना पैसा खर्च किए काम होने लगा. एंड उसका इतना विजिबिलिटी हो गया पूरे शहर में कि लोग जानने लगे कि दिस JCI साउथ सिटी इज समथिंग। तो सिचुएशन जो आज की है वो है डिससेटिस्फैक्शन की, हम खुश नहीं है, कुछ भी अच्छा नहीं है। तो द करंट सिचुएशन इज कॉल्ड अ सिचुएशन ऑफ डिससेटिस्फैक्शन। और हम भविष्य की बात कर रहे हैं, हमने एंड को ध्यान में रखते हुए प्लान किया है। द सॉल्यूशन और द आइडियल फ्यूचर सिचुएशन मस्ट बी डिवाइस्ड। तो हम डिससेटिस्फैक्शन से आइडियल फ्यूचर सिचुएशन के लिए जाना चाहते हैं। तो प्रोजेक्ट क्या होता है? Project is the result of an intervention or action to change from the current situation of dissatisfaction to an ideal future situation. And it cannot be one project at times. Sometimes it has to be the same project again and again. That is what was said in the action framework definition. It is an iterative process. हो सकता है आपको वही प्रोजेक्ट बार बार रिपीट करता रहना पड़े जब तक कि उसका इफेक्ट्स रिड्यूस नहीं हो या उसका कोई कॉज एलिमिनेट नहीं हो। तो प्रोजेक्ट्स may be continuous project. That is why we take permanent projects into hand. तो permanent project ऐसे होते हैं जो बार बार होते रहते हैं और वो current situation of dissatisfaction से हमें धीरे धीरे ideal future situation की ओर लेके जाते हैं। So what is a project? Is one or a series of activities with a specific purpose to solve a specific problem and remove an obstacle within a specific timeline. It can be 6 months, it can be 1 year, it can be 2 years, it can be even a 5-year plan. So it all depends on what kind of project you are taking based on the needs of your local community. So it will definitely impact people. वो आपके members में, आपके समाज के लोगों में, आपके आसपास के लोगों में definitely एक impact create करेंगे. And then the fourth module, we come to review, we come to evaluation of results. कि हम project design कर चुके नीड एनालिसिस के बेस पे और उसे एक एक्शन में भी डाल दिया, हमने इंप्लीमेंट भी कर दिया, क्या डिजायर्ड रिजल्ट्स आ रहे हैं? तो वी नीड टू रिव्यू वेरी रेगुलरली और वो इवैल्यूएशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। तो इसके लिए क्या करना है? फर्स्ट वी शुड मॉनिटर द रिजल्ट्स ड्यूरिंग द एग्जीक्यूशन फेज, फिर उसका प्रोग्रेस देखते रहिए। हमने जो सोचा था कि ऐसा आउटकम आना चाहिए, ऐसा आया या नहीं आया? तो हमारा प्रोजेक्ट प्लान के हिसाब से हम उसका रेगुलर मॉनिटरिंग करते रहें। हाउ? Compare your results to the indicators you created for your project plan. Reflect on the success of the actions. Identify possible improvement. There is always scope for improvement. तो जब हम करने लगते हैं तो पता लगता है इसमें ये further improvement करना है या थोड़ा सा इसको change करना है. That flexibility is always there. Collect more feedback from all stakeholders and then conduct a SWOT analysis always. That will help you in identifying the challenges. So you must evaluate the results, determine if your solution is working. Cannot make adjustment to your solution without first gathering data through the project. So if you want to create long-term impact, you must be willing to revisit your indicators, modify your plan, iterate, and iterate. Some more action to be taken. That is why it is called as the JCI action framework. Again, we come to the JCI example of JCI South City. Impact was defined as 17 new businesses created thanks to the visibility of the project. Even though 14 of the projects didn't win the grant, the media coverage provided seed funding from the interested investors. 1 year later, impact was a 23% reduction in carbon emissions linked to the tourism business and a 47% increase in jobs for young people aged 18 to 30 compared to the low point in August 2020 during the pandemic period last year. 34 members of JCI local organization were actively involved in the project, which yielded 23 newspaper and web articles about the project itself, and the JCI Rise Global Initiative helped boost JCI South City membership, which grew by 23%. See, membership growth bhi ho gaya, individual growth bhi ho gaya, business growth bhi ho gaya, community impact bhi ho gaya, international cooperation bhi ho gaya, and JCI local organization ne business growth kiya. A surplus of $5,327 by the end of the year that was used to pay the fees of members to the area conference in the following year and support the winner and 2 runners-up at the area creative young entrepreneur contest. So it is a fictitious case study, लेकिन मैं बता रहा हूँ, the project also won the award for the best JCI Rise project at the area conference the following year and was shortlisted for the global award at the World Congress. So you never know कि बड़ौदा में कोई भी चैप्टर अगर इस इनिशिएटिव को लेता है और हो सकता है वर्ल्ड कांग्रेस में वो बेस्ट JCI राइज प्रोजेक्ट को अवार्ड को विन कर ले. You never know. So it has to be based on the theory or on the process we identified in the JCI action framework and implement the JCI Rise initiative. So it's a video about the JCI Rise initiative over here. Says rebuild, invest, sustain, and evolve. So we have to really evolve ourselves. So we have detected the causes. It's now time to define the partners. जैसा कि मैंने शुरुआत करी थी कि JCI और यूनाइटेड नेशंस पार्टनर हैं. क्यों? शेयर्ड वैल्यूज पे, शेयर्ड ऑब्जेक्टिव्स पे. तो आवर पार्टनर्स शुड बी ऑन शेयर्ड वैल्यूज. So we should not have the illusion that हम अकेले सब कुछ कर लेंगे. We cannot make big changes. We also have a limitation. JCI local organizations have limitations to act. So we need always partners to do really good impact projects. So how to define the partners? Partners can be based on need analysis. Partners can be the media partners who will provide you presence in your community, in your local city. Partners can be the community leaders. Partners can be other organizations, the people at large, business houses located there, and of course, the government or the local authority. So partnership should be based on common values. It should not distract you from the main purpose of the project, because purpose of the project is more important. Partnership important नहीं है, purpose ज़्यादा important है. तो हमें purpose को defeat बिल्कुल नहीं होने देना है. Partnership के अंदर compromise, क्योंकि वो funding कर रहा है, तो हम values और purpose से compromise करें तो हमारा project fail हो जाएगा. So don't compromise on the values and the main purpose of the project for a partnership. So again, another video for what matters to you.
What matters to you?
What matters to me? There are so many problems in the world.
Hunger, corruption,
Disease,
climate change,
poverty,
lack of education,
human trafficking, disrespect,
conflict,
violence,
greed, inequality,
illiteracy,
justice,
hate, apathy.
What can we do?
What could I do?
I'm just one person.
What am I doing?
How can I make a difference?
What's the solution?
What's the solution?
What's the solution?
I can't describe it, but it's not just money.
It's not fame or power. The government isn't enough.
It's the motivation to take action.
It's the impact of thousands of people doing one small thing. It's the passion that makes you forget everything else.
It's the responsibility to do whatever you can.
It's giving everything you got, no matter the risk.
It's the courage to stand up for what's right. It's recognizing that we are all in this together.
It's that simple idea that changes everything.
It's going beyond what's been done before.
It's the drive to create the impossible.
I believe there are no impossibles.
I believe in my power to create positive change.
I believe JCI members are building a better future.
I am the change I wish to see.
I believe we are the solution.
So we are the solution. So what are you all going to do now? Share in your chat box. What are you all going to do now? आप लोग क्या करने वाले हैं? I want your feedbacks in the chat box. जो भी लोग देना चाहें, will take initiative, take action, make the change. Okay, so thank you very much, the 7 Loams of Baroda and Zone 8. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to really come up and with a short-term webinar about JCI Action Framework. Though मैं बहुत ज़्यादा depth में नहीं जा पाऊँगा क्योंकि we have a limitation in the webinar. We cannot make you really work and provide the insight कि कैसे क्या हुआ और यहाँ हम कहीं शायद सेंट्रल प्रॉब्लम डिटेक्ट करने में गलती तो नहीं कर रहे या इफेक्ट्स को एनालाइज करने में या cause को identify करने में गलती नहीं कर रहे. We draw a chart and do all those things, but that can be done physically later on. But thank you very much. It's night time, so let's take action. Thank you very much for providing me an opportunity. And if any questions are there, I am ready to answer them. Thank you. Over to you, Chairman, sir.
Thank you very much, Yogesh sir. It was indeed very nice to see the framework for areas of opportunities, taking an live action of the South example that you taken up, and starting from a question of how to taken all the steps of RISE, RISE that you explained, up to how you evaluate the project, because at last what it is for creating a better future it is. So we are the solution provider and I am the change. So we need to do that particular thing. And for doing all this particular cause, I think you talk about the purpose of project is more important than the collaboration it is. So I think we all really need to understand what this framework it is was been created and what JCI can do for the betterment of the society. So we be in the medium of doing all this particular change. So thank you very much, Yogesh sir, for an excellent session. It is. We really urge that you come in person over here and we do the training alive with each other.
Let's hope for the best. But I would definitely invite questions because JCI Action Framework तभी समझ में आया जब हमारी queries सामने आएंगी, and that's why I designed this course in this webinar in a very short way, that if any questions are there, we should discuss more about it. So we all learn together. हम एक दूसरे से सीख पाएंगे अगर हमारे questions होंगे तो.
I request all members over here, please have your questions.
If you have. Or
sir, I have one question.
Yes.
Sir, if someone has a lot of idea to serve the best to society, but what happened that sometimes we do not consider that person. We consider that like he's a mad person and he's giving some fake examples or fake ideas that we cannot be, because I think we cannot accept that ideas to work for the betterment of society. Then in this situation, what we should do?
Thank you very much for this relevant question, Krishna ji. But let's go back to what we learned here. It's not what I have, I should give. मेरे पास क्या है मैं वो देना चाहता हूँ, ऐसा नहीं है. अगर हम एक्शन फ्रेमवर्क और एक्टिव सिटीजनशिप को समझें तो पहला स्टेप है कि लोगों को क्या चाहिए, कम्युनिटी की जरूरत क्या है, कम्युनिटी की नीड क्या है, what is needed. If they need a good and hygienic environment school for their children, अगर आप किताबें देंगे, पेन पेंसिल देंगे, स्कूल ही नहीं है तो वो जाएंगे कहाँ? उनकी पहली रिक्वायरमेंट क्या आई कि वहां पे उनके लोकल कम्युनिटी में स्कूल हो, स्कूल का भवन हो, वहां पे टीचर्स हो जो उन्हें पढ़ा पाए. आई एम गिविंग जस्ट अ फिक्टिशियस एग्जांपल. सो इट्स नॉट कि हम क्या देना चाहते हैं, हमें पता ये करना है. नीड एनालिसिस इंपॉर्टेंट, इसीलिए एनालाइज का स्टेप इंपॉर्टेंट है कि हमें ये पता होना चाहिए कि उनकी जरूरतें क्या. वो उनकी जरूरत अगर हम आइडेंटिफाई कर पाएंगे तो ही हम उनको हमारे पास में से क्या है जो उनके काम का है और क्या वो उसे एक्सेप्ट करने के लिए तैयार है. क्या ऑल दी स्टेक होल्डर्स आर ज्वाइनिंग हैंड्स विद अस, आर आवर कोलैबोरेटर्स विद अस, आर द लोकल कम्युनिटी लीडर्स विद अस, और उस समाज के लोग हमें एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हैं या नहीं कर रहे हैं. बिकॉज यू जस्ट स्ट्रेट अवे हम चले जाते हैं, बैनर उठा के बैनर लगाया, आज हमने ये समाज सेवा की, फोटो क्लिक किया, बिकॉज फोटो इज अवर मोटो. वो फोटो क्लिक किया, न्यूज़पेपर में डाल दिया. That really does not serve the purpose. If we really want to create impact projects, JCI राइज इनिशिएटिव में अगर हम प्रोजेक्ट करना चाहते हैं तो हमें पता होना चाहिए कि इसका सॉल्यूशन क्या आने वाला है, इसका एंड रिजल्ट क्या है, और उस एंड रिजल्ट पे हम कितना एक स्टेप तो आगे बढ़े. कम से कम हो सकता है परमानेंट सॉल्यूशन नहीं हो, लेकिन धीरे धीरे बार बार आप वो प्रोजेक्ट करेंगे तो शायद वो सॉल्यूशन आए. इट कैन बी ए कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस, एंड दैट इज व्हाई इट इज ऑलवेज कॉल्ड परमानेंट प्रोजेक्ट्स ऑफ लोम्स. यू मस्ट हैव हर्ड अबाउट दिस टर्मिनोलॉजी कि JCI बड़ौदा का ये परमानेंट प्रोजेक्ट है, JCI अलकापुरी का ये परमानेंट प्रोजेक्ट है. व्हाई इट इज अ परमानेंट प्रोजेक्ट? ये परमानेंट इसलिए है कि हम हर साल वहां पे वो सीरीज ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट करते रहे ताकि वहां पे हम सस्टेनेबल इम्पैक्ट चेंज ला पाए. सो इट्स नॉट व्हाट वी हैव, इट्स बेसिकली व्हाट दे नीड इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. द नीड एनालिसिस इज वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट. हमारे पास आइडियाज तो बहुत है, आइडियाज उनके काम का होगा तो ही काम का है. I hope you got the answer what I mean to say over here.
Hi, Yogesh sir.
Yes, sir.
Pashupati Sharma from Zone 15.
Yes, Pashupati ji. How are you?
Yeah, fine, sir. Fine, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Only my question is, वो active citizen framework और action framework क्या कुछ थोड़ी सी है ना वो what I say development of that course.
Yes.
So I need that one. So only the 5 areas on development you explained, but how it is relevant?
I didn't get your question, Pashupati.
अभी एक्टिव सिटीजन फ्रेमवर्क में नीड एनालिसिस वगैरह पूरा था ना मैं सर्कल. बट एक्शन फ्रेमवर्क में JCI का ग्रोथ एंड डेवलपमेंट में वो सभी एक 4 पॉइंट.
सिटीजनशिप फ्रेमवर्क में नीड एनालिसिस था. Then we provide JCI impact training.
Yes.
Then we evaluate the result and continue it.
Yeah.
But now JCI has come up with no more training, just action framework. It's time to take action.
Okay.
Analyze करे, develop करे, execute करे और review करे.
Okay. Only the project.
We are providing JCI impact training course since 2012. 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Yes.
More than about almost 9 to 10 years, we have been giving training about JCI impact, how to implement active citizenship framework. Now it's real time to put into action. कब तक हम यही करते रहेंगे? So that's why JCI has changed from understanding action framework to really implementing action framework. So that is what it talks about.
Okay, no more trainings.
So training is there, but still training is there, but it does not say कि आप impact में. See, JCI Impact has been a course since 2012.
Yes.
And now it's 2021, friend. So
yeah, I attended course in 2014, sir, in Kerala.
Yeah. So many people have already learned what is there in Impact.
Yeah.
And now it's time to take action based on that learnings from Impact course.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you from what we did last. It's like a relay race. हर साल 0 से नहीं start करने का ना.
Yes. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.
Sir, another question I have.
Yes,
Can
yes. I? Yeah, sure.
सर JCI नडियाद ने एक क्वालिटी एजुकेशन करके एक प्रोजेक्ट शुरू किया था, जिसमें जो प्राइमरी स्कूल के जो बच्चे होते हैं जिनके फादर्स और मदर कुछ ऐसा छोटा छोटा काम करते हैं, उन बच्चों को पढ़ाना, क्योंकि वहां पे उनका एजुकेशन पूरी तरह से उनको कंप्लीट नहीं, मतलब 5th या 6th स्टैंडर्ड में आता है तो भी उनको बेसिक जो ABCD होती है वो कुछ पता नहीं होती है. तो वहां पे हम लोगों ने पढ़ाना शुरू किया था. तो समहाउ ऐसा हुआ था कि प्रोजेक्ट बहुत अच्छा था, सब टीचर्स और पेरेंट्स उन्होंने भी अप्रिशिएट किया था, लेकिन एक पॉइंट आया जहां पे वो मोटिवेशन चाहिए जो आगे बढ़ने के लिए, तो वो मोटिवेशन जो हर्डल्स आते हैं तो वो मोटिवेशन वहां पे खत्म हो गई थी. तो उसको कैसे मेंटेन कर सके ड्यूरिंग द एक्टिव सिटीजन फ्रेमवर्क, अगर हमने कोई प्रोजेक्ट शुरू किया है तो?
देखिए, मैं बार बार एक ही बात कहता हूँ. व्हेन आई कंडक्टेड JCI impact training course for the whole 2012, I conducted it in more than 15 countries as a test run. टेस्ट एनवायरनमेंट में रन किया कोर्स को. I conducted in Japan, I conducted in Bangladesh, I conducted in Malaysia, I conducted in Singapore, in India, in Nepal. मतलब लगभग 15 देशों में मैंने JCI इम्पैक्ट, इंडोनेशिया, एंड हर जगह की अपनी अपनी प्रॉब्लम्स थी. प्रॉब्लम आइडेंटिफिकेशन इज वेरी इजी एंड गिविंग आइडियाज इज ऑल्सो वेरी इजी. हम सब पैदाइशी रायचंद, कोई मांगे नहीं मांगे हम राय तो दे ही देते हैं. वी आर बॉर्न एडवाइजर्स. हमने डिसाइड किया कि हमको वहां पे स्कूल में जाके, JCI नडियाद को स्कूल में जाके बच्चों को पढ़ाना चाहिए. मैं वही बात पे आता हूँ वापिस. अगर हम बात करें, देवांग भाई इज योर प्रेसिडेंट आई थिंक JCI नडियाद, राइट? सो don't take me for the harsh words. I'm just focusing on the challenge which you have focused. Have we really worked on surveys or interviews कि वो स्कूल में really problem क्या है? हमने एनालिसिस किया क्या? नीड एनालिसिस किया क्या कि उस स्कूल के बच्चों को चाहिए क्या, या वो स्कूल में जो बच्चे पढ़ने आते हैं वो उस किस कम्युनिटी के हैं, कौन सी गरीब बस्ती के हैं? क्या हम उस गरीब बस्ती में गए क्या उनके पेरेंट्स को क्या चैलेंज हो रही है बच्चों को स्कूल भेजने में, पता है हमें, या वो भेजते नहीं है ये पता है? हमको तो लगा हमें पढ़ाना है, हमको लगा हमें मोटिवेशन देना है. हमारे यहाँ पे 10-12 जोन ट्रेनर है, इनके लिए एम्पावरिंग यूथ करना है, इनके लिए फ्यूचर करना है, सो लेट्स डू इट. एक्चुअली उनको चाहिए क्या है हमें पता है. वो बच्चे स्कूल क्यों नहीं आते हमें पता नहीं, या वो उनके पेरेंट्स उनको स्कूल क्यों नहीं भेजते हमें पता नहीं, या वो स्कूल में आ तो जाते हैं लेकिन वहां पढ़ते क्यों नहीं है पता नहीं है, टीचर है या नहीं है पता नहीं, या वो टीचर है वो पढ़ाता क्यों नहीं है पता नहीं. There are so many reasons coming behind this. If we really analyze into the deep inside, लेना चाहिए हमें. हम उस पर मेहनत नहीं करते. Actually, what happens is, to be very frank, we have 1 year to lead and 1 year to succeed. तो जो भी प्रेसिडेंट आता है उसको लगता है मेरा साल तो बहुत अच्छा जाना चाहिए, तो मैं तो कुछ अच्छा करूं, बहुत सारा फोटो होना चाहिए, बहुत सारा न्यूज़पेपर कवरेज होना चाहिए, बहुत सारे प्रोजेक्ट्स करते हुए दिखना चाहिए, फिर मेरे को आउटस्टैंडिंग प्रेसिडेंट का अवार्ड लेना है, आउटस्टैंडिंग कम्युनिटी प्रोजेक्ट का अवार्ड लेना है, सो मेनी थिंग्स ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला. बट एक्चुअली अगर हम बात करें तो JCI रियली वांट्स टू वर्क एट द रूट कॉज. वी आर एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफ यंग एक्टिव सिटीजन्स. हम जागरूक नागरिक पैदा करने वाली संस्था है. तो अगर हमारी संस्था का मूलभूत जो हेनरी गिसेनबियर ने 1915 में आइडेंटिफाई किया था, हम उस पे वी आर नाउ बैक टू बेसिक्स, वी आर बैक टू एक्टिव सिटीजनशिप. बीच में कहीं कुछ सालों में हमारा फोकस लूज हो गया था, बट नाउ वी आर कम बैक टू द बेसिक्स, एक्टिव सिटीजनशिप. व्हाट आर वी आर एन एक्टिव सिटीजनशिप ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. ये इनफ है. जागरूक नागरिक पैदा करने वाली संस्था है 18 से 40 साल की, और वो कुछ करेंगे और फिर दूसरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जाएंगे और लीड करेंगे. तो हमारे जागरूक नागरिक करते क्या है? केवल फोटो या केवल कुछ कर दिया? हम अगर मान लीजिए आपका JCI नडियाद ने 5 साल का टारगेट लेके एक प्रोजेक्ट आइडेंटिफाई किया, तो एटलीस्ट आपने सर्वे करके अगर नीड आइडेंटिफाई कर दी, एंड देन द जनरल असेंबली ऑफ JCI नडियाद शुड अडॉप्ट इट एज अ परमानेंट प्रोजेक्ट कि हम इस, मान लीजिए एक कच्ची बस्ती है नडियाद में, वहां पे एक स्कूल है, तो आप उस कच्ची बस्ती को फुल्ली अडॉप्ट कर लीजिए, इंक्लूडिंग दैट स्कूल. अब पता कीजिए कि उस कच्ची बस्ती के लोकल लीडर कौन, वहां का लोकल कॉर्पोरेटर कौन, वो लोगों की जरूरत क्या है, उसको सर्वे को कंप्लीट कीजिए. फिर आप उसमें से आप क्या कर सकते हैं. वी हैव अ लिमिटेशन. JCI लोकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हर कुछ नहीं कर सकता. वी डोंट हैव दैट मच फंड्स आल्सो. तो हाउ वी कैन, तो बिजनेस कम्युनिटीज जो नियर बाय है उनसे थोड़ा सा स्पॉन्सरशिप मिलेगा, जो उनको बिजनेस मिलता होगा, तो दैट कैन बी like a joint venture project of JCI Nadiad as well as people involved nearby to that community, and then you can design a project, and that project can be of 3 or 5 years, and then आपको पता है आज कि 5 साल बाद ये आदर्श बस्ती होने वाली है, या 3 साल बाद आप उसको एक आदर्श नगर के रूप में डेवलप करें. तो दैट, चाहे वो क्लीनलीनेस की बात हो, चाहे हाइजीन की बात हो, चाहे बच्चों की एजुकेशन की बात हो, वहाँ के लोगों के एम्प्लॉयमेंट की बात हो, it can be a very big, concise and compact project involving many things. And then you can say that this is a small colony adopted by JCI Nadiad. and just have a look. Something out of the box. It cannot be very short.
ऐसा ही कुछ implement किया है सर.
बहुत अच्छी बात है अगर आप कर रहे हो तो. But that is what my vision about JCI impact and JCI action framework and active citizenship is all about.
Thank you. Yes. Yes, and any more questions?
I am Mihir Bhimai from JCI Baroda Alkapuri.
Yes, sir.
सर मैं जो कृष्णा जी का क्वेश्चन उसमें थोड़ा ऐड करके क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहूंगा कि आइडियाज होते हैं, स्टेक होल्डर्स भी होते हैं, पैसे भी होते हैं, बट सर्वे के बाद जो हमने एंड रिजल्ट एक्सपेक्ट किया होता है वो कई बार अचीव नहीं होता है ड्यू टू टीम ऑल्सो. तो आप अपने एक्सपीरियंस से सजेस्ट करेंगे कि व्हाट विल बी द लैकिंग एरिया?
सर, इफ यू आर द लीडर ऑफ योर लोकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन देन यही तो लीडरशिप नर्चर होती है हमारी. एज लोकल लीडर्स, एज लीडर्स ऑफ लोकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हम अपनी टीम को मोबिलाइज करें. We have so many courses on team working, team building, so many trainings. Why they are happening? कि हम अपने टीम के मेंबर्स को साथ ले पा रहे नहीं ले पा रहे. LGB हमारे साथ है या नहीं है, हमारे जनरल बॉडी मेंबर्स में हमने उसको अप्रूव करा है. इसीलिए कहता हूं कि जब हम पहले प्रोजेक्ट को फ्लोट करें तो पुट अ ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग सेशन इन द जनरल असेंबली. पहले LGB में अप्रूव कीजिए, उसके बाद जनरल असेंबली में लेके जाइए एंड लेट द ऑर्डिनरी मेंबर्स स्पीक अबाउट इट. जब वो बोलेंगे, जब वो आइडियाज देंगे ना, तब उनको लगेगा कि ये प्रोजेक्ट मेरा है, ये लोकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन मेरा है, और तब वो शायद इन्वॉल्व होंगे. नहीं तो क्या होता है, हम सर्कुलर भेज देते हैं, प्लीज आइए, प्रोजेक्ट है. तो जिसका इंटरेस्ट होता है, जिसका नाम छपा होता है, वो तो जाएगा, उसकी मजबूरी है. बाकी लोग बोले यार देखेंगे, अभी जाएंगे, सोचेंगे, अभी तो मेरे को इधर जाना है, उधर जाना है. सो इन्वॉल्विंग टीम मेंबर्स, मैनेजिंग द पीपल and involving them into actually implementation of projects is a big task. उसके लिए हम कुछ extra efforts करेंगे तो ही. See, we are a membership based organization, we are not leadership based organization. Members are the key areas, and as officers of the local organization, the key word for every officer of a local organization is to serve. To serve is the key word. तो अगर हम सर्विस देना चाहते हैं ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के मेंबर्स को, लोकल कम्युनिटी को, तो हमें कुछ एडिशनल एफर्ट्स करने पड़ेंगे, तभी लोग हमारे साथ जुड़ेंगे. केवल बोलने से कोई नहीं आएगा सर. कुछ ऐसा करना पड़ेगा कि लोगों को लगे कि ये मेरा प्रोजेक्ट है, आई एम पार्ट ऑफ दिस, आई एम द ओनर ऑफ दिस. इसीलिए जब सर्वे होता है, जब नीड एनालिसिस होता है, तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ आपको लोकल लीडर्स को साथ में लीजिए, लोकल वहाँ की पब्लिक को साथ में लीजिए, अपने मेंबर्स को साथ में लीजिए, हर किसी को कुछ ना कुछ काम दीजिए, तभी वो उसका ओनर फील करता है. नहीं तो उसको लगता है मुझे कुछ करना नहीं, वहां पे जाके खड़े रह के फोटो खिंचाने के लिए मैं नहीं आ रहा.
Correct, sir.
That is what my opinion. I hope I am not wrong.
Thank you, sir.
Any other question? I think all the doubts and things are mostly covered. Very well answered, sir. Because a few of the doubts that we might having, the action framework और ये what it makes a difference, आपने बहुत ही अच्छे से clarify कर लिया. And now while giving in small things to the members, तो वही affect होके वो अपना project है जैसे आपने बताया, and they will be involved rather than coming, they will be involved in the project, and they will do. Thank you very much, Yogesh sir. Now moving further, I request any participants for their observation.
May I?
Yes,
सर आज का जो सेशन था, मुझे ऐसा लगा कि शायद टाइम बहुत कम था जो बेसिक फंडास जानने के लिए, लेकिन जितना भी था वो बहुत अच्छी तरह से आपने समझाया विद एग्जांपल ऑफ JCI साउथ सिटी, कल्पना चावला, एंड देन जो पेन की एक गोली है उसको भी आपने इतनी अच्छी तरह से, क्योंकि अगर हमें पता नहीं है तो हम दवाई लेंगे तो उसके कोई इफेक्ट नहीं होगी, तो बहुत अच्छी तरह से आपने वो एग्जांपल दिया। मुझे जब आप पूरा ACF समझा रहे थे तो मुझे सिर्फ लगान मूवी का एक एक सीन मेरे सामने से जा रहा था कि एक्टिव सिटीजन फ्रेमवर्क के लिए लगान मूवी इज अ परफेक्ट मूवी वेयर द नीड एनालिसिस इज डन, रिव्यू भी होता है और एक्शन भी लिए जाते हैं। तो थैंक यू सो मच सर फॉर योर वैल्यूएबल ट्रेनिंग एंड वैल्यूएबल सजेशन। थैंक यू सो मच सर।
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kushal.
Moving further, now I request Mr. Tushar Shah to propose vote of thanks. Mr. Tushar.
Thank you so much, Chairman sir. Feel very proud and pleasure to propose vote of thanks of this wonderful event and first time ever JCI Action Framework hosted by 7 LOMs of Zone 8 JCI India. A special thanks to our proud, caring and respected Zone President and today's chief guest, JC Darshan Barjadi sir. Thank you for your presence and all the motivations given by you. Our today's keynote speaker, respected past national president, JCI Senator Ravi Shankar sir. Thank you so much sir for your motivation and energetic words. And special thank to the national trainer, past zone president JC Yogesh Chandak sir for sharing such a wonderful knowledge. We work to serve to society, but very important lesson is how effectively and we can serve as per actual needs with our better capacity. Why to do and how to be done is the very important lesson. If we give cricket trainings to football players, then there is no meaning. It is that this is what crux learning from this session. So we actually do the need analysis and then we have to serve the society so that we can actually add impact to the society. We would like to thank all the host LOM presidents and host LOM and their respected presidents, my dear friends, 7 wonders, JCI Anand Town, JFP Disha Soni, JCI Nadiad, JC Devang Shah, JCI Vallabh Vidyanagar, JC Dr. Dipal Patel, JCI Vadodara Sanskari Nagari, JC Akash Rawal, JCI Baroda Alkapuri, JCI Senator Kinnari Haryani, JC SGF Kush Rathod from JCI Anand, and JC Tushar Shah from JCI Baroda Greater. Thank you Sanjay Kaka, Arpit sir and Nirmal sir for your presence and time, and we would like to thank all current and past national and zone officers of different LOMs of Zone 8 who motivated us by their presence. We would like to thank all LGB members, family members of Zone 8 who actively participated and invested their time, and all our participants. We would like to thank for technical support and thanks special to all members who help us directly or indirectly in making a cross-LOM training, that is a JCI Action Framework event, very informative, energetic and very knowledgeable session. We are very thankful to one and all present over here. Thank you once again to the national trainer Yogesh Chandak sir. Thank you so much sir.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Tushar sir. As no work left on agenda, I, JC Devang Shah, adjourn this cross-LOM JCI action